Everyone, and welcome back to the RedBeard Outdoors podcast. Today is a more YouTube specific gear review because I will be having the video up. But if you guys want to listen on the podcast as well, that's awesome. I do appreciate your support. I'll do my best to be as descriptive as possible so that you guys can understand what I'm talking about there on the podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in. So today is a gear review on my favorite archery target and why that's my favorite as of today. And I've gone through quite a few different targets, and it's taken me a little while to find what my favorite one is and why, but I'm going to bring that to you guys today. Today's podcast is brought to you by Phorm energy drinks. Not really, but kind of. They're awesome. I love them. They're clean. They're just great tasting, not overpowering with the sweetness, not overpowering with the fizziness. Great energy drinks. But in all reality, guys, if you're looking for some good supplementation, whether it be with proteins, meat sticks, which definitely go in my pack whenever I'm backpacking, hunting, hiking, whatever it may be, go for those protein sticks. My favorite's the barbecue and then the original smokehouse. And then, of course, if you need a fish oil, any multivitamin, greens formula, whatever it may be, go check out Phorm. Check out the link down below, guys. And get free shipping. You guys are definitely going to be excited about this one. I know it's been out for a little while as far as the target that I'm going to bring to you guys, but it's a great target. So if you guys have heard of Morrell, which I'm sure you have, here's their high roller. Now, you'll see it's a little dirty. Again, like I said, I like to use the products before I can either recommend them or give an honest review on them. It's not just about first impressions, but actually being used. So you can see there's quite a few divots in it. It's dirty. My favorite side, though, as you can definitely tell, is this side. Now it's upside down. There we go. So I like having the one dot so I can aim for the center, especially when I'm going out at distance. I want to be able to have that center dot rather than aiming at the corners here in case maybe my sight was off or whatever. I definitely use this. I aimed for the center here, in between the four dots. But let's talk about this target. First of all, it's just awesome. It's a foam target. I don't know the exact what the foam is called, but it's super dense. It's an interesting target or interesting kind of foam because you push into it, and then it's almost like a self-healing. I don't know if you could see that or not, but I'm pushing my finger into it. Leaves a divot, and then it expands back out. So almost like a self-healing type of foam. It's really dense, guys. I've put some crazy, awesome broadheads through it, including the Valkyrie broadheads here. Multiple broadheads. I've put other 3-blades as well. 3-blade fixed broadheads. Lots of sighting in, as you can see on this. If you're looking on the video, there's dots all over the place because I was sighting it in at some distances. You guys may have seen on some of my clips on Instagram where I had the Ollin Digiscoping adapter where I was testing that out along with this target out to distance 100 plus yards. And, I'm not always going to hit center there, even though that's what I'm aiming for. So anyway, long story short, guys, this is my favorite target. I love the red with the white dots. This is the smaller high roller. I know they make 2 sizes of the high roller. I don't remember the exact dimensions, and I apologize for that. I should probably have that memorized, but I've got the smaller one. And what I like about it, there's multiple things I like about it, guys. So we'll just go down the list here. One is foam. So you can shoot your broadheads and your field points. You can get sighted in with your broadheads. That's something you should be doing year-round, testing your broadheads, making sure that they're flying true to where you're aiming. You don't just screw them on right before season. That's something that I'm a firm believer in that, guys, whether it be right now we're talking about archery, but whatever weapon you choose to use, be proficient with it, know what your effective range is, and test your gear. Don't just pull it out a week before season and think everything's going to be okay. You owe it to the animal if you're hunting, which obviously you are if you're using the high roller here, because I don't know many target archers that would use this, to be honest with you. But if you're hunting, you owe it to the animal. Okay, that's kind of me getting up on my soapbox there, guys. But you owe it to the animal to be proficient with your equipment. Okay, so that's why I really like foam targets. Bag targets are cool, but this foam target, it can travel with you anywhere. And I try and bring my bow with me. If I'm driving anywhere, my bow is more than likely with me. And most of the time when I'm flying too. This target can be thrown in the back of basically any vehicle. I mean, it's pretty compact for a 3D target. It's got a handle. You can play with it and have fun and just roll it, which is, again, the high roller idea. It's like a dice. It's a 6-sided dice. Okay. Again, the number one has definitely been my favorite one so far. It looks great. It's high quality. I mean, like I said, the foam is awesome. It's almost like that self-healing where it just kind of seals itself back up. I've beaten the crud out of, again, guys, I'm going to keep showing you this side of it, but I've beaten the crud out of it. You can see some chunks coming out here from the broadhead. I've shot the broadhead into it quite a few times. You can see the little triangle shapes there and some of the chunks coming out. But again, I mean, this was hundreds and hundreds of reps. I probably should have counted them for this review, but I didn't. And I've shot it in my garage, 20 yards, just stepping out into the driveway, shooting it in the garage. I trust it to stop the arrows. Honestly, even with the broadheads chewing it up on that one side, all you have to do is flip it to the other side or to one of the other sides, and it's just right back to holding up the way it's supposed to. Now, when you go for a foam target, you're going to pay a little bit more for the foam because, again, it can shoot or it can hold up to broadheads and field points. I haven't had any issues even on this side where it's all chewed up, where I've obviously been using it quite a bit. I haven't had any issues with the arrows getting through the target. I haven't. And like I said, I've put hundreds and hundreds of arrows through this, and it sinks deeper in on this side, obviously, because I've chewed it up. There's no target that's going to last forever, but this target has lasted longer than any of the other foam targets that I've had, whether it's the stacked foam that are compressed and stacked, or I had one other one that was kind of a dense foam. My 3D animals, just the inserts are chewed up from broadheads. This definitely holds up better than any of the other targets that I've had, and I absolutely enjoy it. Again, it's bright, so it looks cool. You can play games with it where you roll it out and you shoot however many rounds into it that you have. I say rounds, but arrows into it that you've rolled. I've shot this with my kids' bows. The arrows will stick into it even with a kid's little small bow. My son has shot his compound bow into it, and I've shot into it. So, again, guys, if you're looking for a target that you can shoot broadheads into it and field points, something that you can is compact enough that you can just throw it in the back of your truck, in the back of any vehicle that you may have, take it with you wherever you go, so you don't have an excuse not to have a target to practice year-round with your bow. This is definitely the one to go with. Morrell has a ton of options, and I've tried out quite a few of them. I love their bag targets. I've got a bag target as well, one of the big, huge ones. I've got this high roller, and then I've got one of their 3D targets as well, and they're just all great quality targets. And again, I want you guys, because I do it too, but I want you shooting your broadheads. You've got to shoot your broadheads. Make sure that you are broadhead tuned is what you'll hear around, but you want to make sure that your broadheads are flying true with your field points. And you have to have a target that you can do that with. So for me, my recommendations, guys, again, this target will last you forever. For what the price is, honestly, it's not that expensive because, again, you're getting 6 sides to a target. You're getting that foam capability where you can shoot broadheads and field points. Again, I've shot this thing as close as 10 feet in my garage, and I didn't push through the target with my arrow. My arrows are about, I want to say it's 470 or 480 grains, flying out of the bow at about 288 feet per second. And it doesn't even get halfway through this target at 10 feet. So if you need a close range target for your basement or something like that, if you want to be able to, again, put it in so many different scenarios. Honestly, I can't think of a scenario that this wouldn't fit. It's great. It really is. So definitely, if you're in the market for a target that you can shoot broadheads, you can shoot field points, or even if you just want field points, you want something that you can just carry around and take with you. Honestly, some of those bag targets, guys, they can get pretty big and just awkward to carry around, and take up a lot of room in the back of your car or your truck. But this thing, again, being so compact, okay, holding up to broadheads and field points. All right, being able to take all those arrows and still I can shoot into the side and it doesn't go through. I don't think there's anything else that can beat it, guys. So if you're in the market, definitely go check out the high roller. I'll probably be getting the bigger one as well because I like to have a little bit more surface area, especially when I'm out shooting with the kids. But guys, go check out the high roller from Morrell. Definitely a great investment for your archery equipment. Again, something you can shoot close range, distance, broadheads, field points. I have yet to find a negative to this, and I've had it for months. So you guys tell me. Leave a comment down below if you're watching on YouTube, guys. Definitely subscribe. We're growing, and I'm really appreciative of you guys' support. Share this video with others. Let people know, you definitely want to check this target out. If you have one, I want to hear what your experience is with it. Again, leave that comment down below. If you're listening, guys, over on wherever your preferred podcast is, follow and share it with other people. Looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say. Thanks again for tuning in to another episode of the RedBeard Outdoors podcast. This Monday gear review, short and sweet, and I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, guys, get out, live your life, and love it.